It is. I think 2023 was like that. Okay, can we just breathe for a moment? You know what I'm saying? And we haven't really had a chance to breathe. But I am thankful. I am so thankful to see 2023. It has been a year of pivoting and shifting, and and I always pray that it's going to be a very great year. When I see 2024, it's going to be a great year regardless. Like January 1. I'm living. It's gonna be a great year. You know what I'm saying? See, nice from Trenton, New Jersey, in the house. Listen, look at y'all. Wait a minute. What's the accent for Jersey? Is it the jerk? How you do it? I don't know how to do the jerk. Is it close to New York type of Jersey? Yeah, like Jersey.
I was really hoping not to offend somebody trying that.
Yeah, I don't know. I love y'all New York, the Jersey. I love the accents. Y'all, it's very distinct. Like y'all know, we know y'all from the East Coast, so Yeah, see, there you go with that New Yorker. That New York. Did you just call? What you just say, son or beat? Which one is it? The son? Yeah. He said a Philly accent. Okay, so it's close to like the Philly accent. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So listen, y'all ready for this topic today? Oh. Well, I asked this question on my Facebook page, and I got over 100 and something replies, and I'm anxious to see. The responses were different, and I can get with some of them, and some of them I'm like, oh, okay, we shall see. So listen, make sure. What's up, Latressa? Latressa, you still celebrating your birthday? Sheila, what's going on, Brown Knights? So listen, I need y'all to download that 101 TKO radio app so you can get the full experience with the music and all. And I want y'all to come on back because we're about to get this thing started. I don't know, y'all. We about to, I don't know. Nelson, you ready to answer this question? Oh. I'm ready. You ready? Nelson said he ready because I want to know, is daddy, are we supposed to call you daddy? Do we need to call you daddy? Should we call you daddies? How we, I don't know. I'm still struggling with calling daddy. I'm just saying. Uh-oh, see, you about to open up another door. Uh-oh. Let me get my sounds right. Uh-oh. Yeah. You about to open another door. I don't know. I mean, how do y'all? Somebody suggested that I say Poppy. I don't know. I just Poppy.
No, that's for the Latino people. Yeah. You let them have that.
Let them have that. Okay. Tressa says she's not with that, so we shall see. So listen, stay locked and loaded with 101 TKO radio. She said, no daddy for me. We shall see right here live on 101 TKO radio in the mailroom. We'll be right back.
1 in 3 adults
2.
And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio. That was Black Love by Papoose and Remy. I was just telling Nelson, I didn't think I would see them having issues. But I mean, all marriages go through stuff, but I think theirs is, I think it's some other little stuff that's going on.
How you gonna take a great value brand Papoose to in dating? You know what I'm saying? He looks like the same cat. He looks like Papoose life. It looks like
you ain't gonna put him out like that, Mark, are you?
He look like if Papoose had twins that was malnourished or something like that, it would be him. You know what I'm saying? Like Papoose got all the food and the other dude didn't get all the food when they were
Yeah, you crazy.
same jawline and everything. Like, come on, you got a type. Oh, they definitely got a type. You got a type.
But
He looked just like Papoose.
Yeah, just like Papoose.
Who?
It's the same cat.
The other dude.
Oh, the one that she's cheating with?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was careful to not use the cheating word because I don't know the details of their relationship. But whoever she holding hands with right now looks just like Papoose. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So I wonder why is that though? Like, I don't know. We're gonna have to dig into that one because I know some other folks who would cheat. They cheat with the person that looks similar to the person that they're with. So
It's a type. It wouldn't matter.
Hey, Dr. G.
To move on to the next person, that person will look just like.
Hey, Keisha.
I don't think you're supposed to move on from somebody who held you down while you were cooking. I think you can't do that.
Yeah.
It's like he kept it tight the whole time.
You gotta go for something. You gotta look for something totally different.
Yeah, let him be like 6'4" and muscle bound or something. Something different than
Somebody shorter than you.
long hair, dreads or something like that. Don't pick the same. Don't go back to the same store. You going to the same store to pick a dude.
See? Oh, turn it this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be honest, and I love it when people say that. It infers that they've been lying up until then. But no, that's not what I mean. If you think about it, it's healthier to have a similar physical type than the same character type if that character type is toxic.
That's true.
I think that they're cheating with people that look kind of like all the same people.
Yeah.
The bigger issue is why are they cheating? Or why are they moving from person to person if each person still resembles something that they're obviously looking for? What is missing?
Yeah. But we're going to come back and revisit that. Maybe she wasn't calling him daddy enough in the bedroom or something. Maybe I don't know. Maybe maybe she was, maybe she used Pappy instead of daddy. Pappy. Oh, can you imagine being called Pappy? Pap. Gina said it's hard to shop at Neiman Marcus when you're used to Dollar Tree. You know what, Dr. G? She said it's hard to shop at Neiman Marcus when you're used to Dollar Tree. You know what?
She just got a lesser brand of Papoose. That's what she got.
Listen.
She got the great value brand.
So if you're going to almost cheat, you should do it like Jada did. Go from tall Will Smith down to little bitty August.
Listen, because I guess,
they don't even look the same. So
they don't. They don't look the same. They don't. Listen. She did. Listen, let's play this clip. Wait a minute. Here we go.
Have you been walking away? Can you buy these for me when you go to the restroom? Thank you, Daddy. Huh? What are you doing? What?
I like the way that sounds.
Yeah.
Don't start so we can't finish. You don't be in the store. Don't make me act a fool in here.
So listen, dude, that's the question today. I want to know, do y'all men like to be called daddy? Now this is me personally. This is me. I haven't reached that point where I can call Chef daddy because I still think of Joe Collier, my dad, rest in peace. Even with him being dead, I still have a hard time. Like, okay, I know he's in the heavens above and he's still watching his little girl being a grown woman. Like, I just cannot get to that. So my question to the men and to the women, but to the men, do y'all like to be called daddy? And I want to know with the women, do y'all like calling your significant other daddy? Mark got his head. Go ahead, Mark. I want to hear this.
Okay, so at first there was this comedian who used to be like, "Don't call me daddy. I'm not your father."
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it was funny. I was like, "Oh, you know what? It is kind of creepy." But then when you hear it don't feel creepy. You know. You know, at first you're like, "Oh, that's too bad." Then when you hear it, you know what? That's not bad. That's not bad with you. So I feel like I think it does take a level of trust and a level of vulnerability with the partner and everything like that.
Yeah.
That's something that y'all do.
Yeah.
It's a little cringy the way that like Monique did it.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
Like she introduced, and this is daddy. That's not the name that your mother and father.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not gonna call him that. You can call him that if you want.
Yeah.
I want his government name. So when it gets to that level, it's like,
yeah.
So, like when it's in the boom boom room, look. If you're
Yeah.
trying to get me to do something, like you take the trash out there. Let me go get this trash.
Oh, okay. So like a term of endearment type of deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like a real intimate term of endearment. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
For me, it was like when I was young. You know what I'm saying? When I was coming up 20s, 30s, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, in the boom boom room, okay.
Uh-huh.
Call me daddy, all right. Call me daddy. But, you know, as I get older, I mean, you know, I'm like, no.
You said no for you.
No.
Okay. DJ, Prince.
Man. For me, it depends on where you know who it's from, man.
Yeah.
That's because you know I've had it call me daddy. It didn't feel right. It didn't sound right.
Okay.
Someone who don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guess it's the way it feels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you have to give. You know, for it to feel good.
Yeah.
When my son was young, he had a ringtone. I made a ringtone for him.
Uh-huh.
It says, "Pick up the phone, daddy. Pick up the phone."
Yeah.
That was the ringtone.
Yeah.
But you know, he was so young. He sounded like a little girl, right? So
Right.
When it was younger, nah, don't call me daddy, because I had to. Oh man, it was. I used to hear it as I was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You called me.
Right.
I'm like, oh man. Oh god.
Yeah,
So when he was younger, nah, don't you know what I mean? Because he's calling me that, and he's old now. He's 22.
Yeah.
You know, if you want it, that's what's up. It's cool with it, but if you don't, then I understand. I get it too.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you know, it just does something. You know, from the right woman, from the way she's doing it, the way she looks, the way she will have, or it just gotta. You know, they all gotta just like work together.
Yeah.
You know,
she gotta do it right.
You gotta do it right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mr. Takeover, what about you? What about you? Do you like to be called daddy?
They say what?
I never thought that would be something that would trigger anything or cause anything to happen. And every once in a while, my wife has said that, you know, sparingly, you know.
Uh-huh.
And since who's coming to the show this weekend, I the other night say, hey, let daddy do such and such, and then I unlock the superpower. So yeah.
You know what?
Mm-hmm. You hit the right code.
Oh, Evelyn, as a woman, when you were with your significant other, do you like calling your significant other daddy?
No.
Gotcha. She said point blank, no.
You're not collecting with the dog.
Exactly. TaShon, I'm with you. Daddy is my father. He's passed away.
Yeah.
So that's the end of how that goes. I have such an aversion to that concept.
Yeah.
There was a guy that I knew whose nickname was Papa, and I couldn't call him that. I'm in the room with everybody, and I'm like, "Hey, Brian, can I get whatever?" And people are looking at me like I'm strange. I cannot call this grown man Papa. I cannot call this grown man Daddy if he is not my father. That's just how it works in my head.
Yeah.
Those two things don't equate because look at it. Most of the time, when a woman is calling a man daddy who's not really her father, it's sexual.
Yeah. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. We got to take a quick break. Nelson, what about you? Do you like to be called daddy or papi?
I would say the word daddy, but papi because I'm Latin.
Right,
so,
right.
You know what I'm saying? When they call me that, I'm okay with it.
You okay with it? Okay. Listen, we're gonna come back. We got some comments. I got a whole thread of comments here, and we gonna get into this because it's interesting. It's interesting from everybody's perspective and so forth. I don't know. By the end of the show, I might be able to call Chef Daddy, or Chef. I don't know. I'm just saying.
We're gonna convince her, Chef.
I don't know. Hey, let's see. So listen, stay connected. Make sure you downloaded 101 TKO Radio so you can hear all of the music, but stay locked and loaded. We'll be right back. And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio in the mail room. That was Try a Little Tenderness by Chris Brown. Another Christmas classic. He up there begging. Got to.
Back when brothers was dead.
Yeah.
Don't.
You know.
That's a whole nother subject.
That right there begging.
Ain't nothing compared to what it used to be.
Listen, you think the brothers need to get back to begging in the music so we can bridge this? Yeah, right. Get back to this boys to men and all them. Get to begging. Listen, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you download that 101 TKO Radio. Today we're talking about, hey, daddy. Hey, do y'all like to be called daddy? There you go. Usher. That's my dude right there. Listen, let me go back up to these comments. So Tressa said, but I guess they like it because feeds into the role of being the provider, head of the house. Melanie said it's a strong no for her. Just Reese said, I'm calling my husband daddy because that's who he is in our house. Okay. Let's see. Let me go down here. Tim says, there has been so many people turned off by this. However, it is used in a sexual way. Kyle said, bro is trying to cite. What did he say? Cite? Right. Eldred says, yeah, man, we love being called daddy from our women over here in the Bahamas. All right. Listen. This and then so some of our responses on the thread, one guy said, ladies, trust and believe that we know that we are not your fathers. Daddy is just a term of endearment and role playing at best. 9 out of 10 men see this as a turn on and at no time has seen you as their daughter. Grown people do grown people ish. He's just saying, some other women say, yep, they like calling their man daddy. Somebody said Poppy. So I guess it depends on, I never looked at it as in a sexual way. For me, it's just been like the whole, my dad. I told y'all from the beginning, I still have a hard time, with my grandmama and all of them in heaven, my mom and them, I'm still like, oh, they gonna see me. Like, no. I can't, I keep thinking about them.
Like you don't say that and they're gonna say, huh?
Right. All I keep thinking is mother looking down at me, now Sean, now you know better. Now what are you flipping over? You know you wasn't raised like that. So again, Reese says, absolutely not. If you think daddy is about sex, that's a shortcoming. It's about adoration, affection, and love for us. My husband is the father of our children, and I call him daddy and not by his first name. Now, if y'all laying around sexing randomly and calling every man daddy, get counseling. Yep, I said it. Yeah. Now, if you calling every man that you sleep with daddy, and everybody daddy, yeah, that's something that's got
a question mark at the
yeah.
I'm just saying, if everybody getting called,
everybody. You be like, that's your daddy this week, like how many daddies you got? Like, who does that? So what is it about this that men that it turns you all on? That what is it really all about? Okay.
You can't just say, it ain't gonna work like that. Yeah, nothing. How you got that?
Can you pass the porridge though?
Wait a minute, did you say porridge?
You can't work it into everything.
It has to be a strategy to it.
You saying normal, like, oh, thank you, I appreciate what you did. And then you look at dad and you're like, huh? Oh.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Where the kids at? Okay, all right. It unlocks a little something that she's like, it's go time? No,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's usually cold, you know, it's cold too. It's a bad thing.
It's a bad.
She's looking to get some daddy.
Now, one definition, it did say that when women do call their significant others daddy, it is a term of like they see you all as that protector, that provider, you know, that leader and so forth, and they're trusting you. And I can understand that because it's like if that's who your father was to you, you know, you're looking at that person as like, okay, you know what, he can protect me, he's these things and whatnot. And so I guess it is just like the preference of each relationship, you know. Like I said, for me, it wasn't like the whole sexual turnoff thing, but it's just like, you know, I guess when you come into your relationship and you just decide like, okay, who is this man to me? Because we do have we have nicknames for each other. Y'all have like nicknames, pet names for your significant other? Yeah.
I know once you do it, first time you do it, you want to know the thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you like
the Hulk gonna come out.
Tell him, Mom.
You're gonna be like, I can't use that word all the time. I'm gonna have to put that in the back. Something happen every time.
You're gonna be able to handle that Hulk all the time.
No.
So when this question. So you asked her that, and so it's a no for her then.
It's definitely a no for her.
Really? Okay, because you almost got put out.
You know, I think mine was under my breath. What about? I know a lot of men call their wife, "Hey, mommy, hey, come here. So what's this?" Yeah, that's what I said.
One of the things that I've noticed is that when parents have very young children, they call each other mommy and daddy so that the children recognize each other.
Yeah.
Like, this is mommy and this is daddy. So
Yeah.
when the male figure, father, is speaking, he will say to the mother, mommy, so that the children understand that's who she is. And then she will also do that, and so that the children understand that that's who he is.
Yeah.
And I get that, but when they get old enough, that isn't necessary anymore. Once they've made the connection to this is mommy and this is daddy, they don't need that example per se.
Yeah.
And the people, if they prefer, they can continue with this that they prefer, or if they want to switch to other nicknames they have or use their first names, then that's another thing.
Yeah. That's what Ree was saying, that as they were growing up, they called each other mommy and daddy in front of their children. Because when you think about it, if you calling each other by their first name, your kids are going to call you by your first name. And then that's going to start a whole nother argument. Like, why y'all call it? It's like, that's what you've been calling, you know? She did say that I do not and have never called my husband daddy during sex. That's cringy for her. So I guess it really depends on how you use it, or you know,
I ask you guys a question.
Come on. Come on. Yes.
You say repeatedly that when you are called daddy, specifically in those times of intimacy, that it
Girl, what? Say it again. You hit the mic, girl. Say it again. You hit the mic.
Can you hear me now?
Come on, say it again.
Okay. You said that when you are intimate with someone and they call you daddy, unlock something, engages something that doesn't ordinarily have access to. The question is, given the idea that a lot of women, older women especially, a lot of women do assert that position of authority and assert that position of control to her father. If she is then calling you by his title, do you feel like whatever is unlocked is some element of control that she's relinquishing?
No. No, I don't think. I really don't think it's that. Deep.
Deep. No, it's not.
I think what we think about is like we've earned that title some way,
Right.
whether it's sexually or whether it's uh, romantically or whatever. I think the mindset isn't like now now I'm superior or now I have control. It's more like she's ringing the dinner bell. Like
Right.
ding
Right.
ding ding ding.
Yeah.
You know, because she's not gonna call you that in every setting.
No.
Like you all aren't gonna be at a business meeting and oh daddy, can you bring out the
Right.
Yeah.
you know what no, it's you know, it's more of an intimate thing.
Yeah.
And we don't hear it just for the women that might be thinking we don't hear it the same when our kids say it versus when our women say it. It's
Yeah.
not the same. It doesn't trigger the same thing.
Yeah.
When the kids say it, we know they won't come. Like
Yeah.
But when mama say it,
She wants
she wants something too. Yeah, she wants something too. And she gonna get it. Whatever it is, she gonna get what she wants. Yeah. Whatever it is.
She gonna get it.
Yeah.
So go ahead, take over.
I can see where you're coming from with that too as well, because there are more likely some women that are taking it from that instance and using it like that because there could be some from going on there. But I can comfortably say that the guys in this room here not looking at it in the sense of side of that form of endearment in a sense, but you have some men that take it to a degree of just overly empowerment.
Mm. I asked Chef when I was creating a topic. I texted him. I said, "Hey," I said, "Do you like to be called Daddy?" Why he still ain't answered me, right? So,
You don't know how to answer.
cause he knows it's gonna be, I guess, some dissertation with it or something like, I'm gonna come with the school teacher, or whatever. And maybe that's what I thought, cause we don't, and I guess he'd be like, "Don't start nothing," cause like now, like for me and him, if he calls me by my name, Trinette, that's an insult to me right now, because. And I know, like, wait a minute, why are you calling me Trinette? Like, what's going on? Wait a minute, when we do this? Like, and I know then that's something. When we start calling each other, like, first name, Carlton, Trinette, I'm like, oh, that's what we doing today? Okay, Carlton. How about that, Carlton? And he'd be like, yes, Trinette. Yep. And then I'd be like, and then we go back to so we don't call each other like our names. Like we call each other like he's my babe, and he'll call me his babe, something like that. But yeah, I guess it just depends on. I don't know. I guess it really depends on the individual person because I don't really like now talking to y'all. I don't think it's a bad thing. Like I said, I don't think it's like the whole sexual thing, but I can probably see how it will work in my favor. Be like, hey, daddy.
When he turned green after you call him that?
I used to not like it, but yeah.
If you call your man daddy, he gonna walk around the house with your chest poked out. Right.
I think so too, Ree. She said I call my husband's son the Brooklyn way. And bruh, sometimes I think women are digging way too deep. And that's why I wonder, like, sometimes I think we are digging too deep into some of this stuff because sometimes I do call you. I'll be like, boy, what's going, and it's a fun, because I don't want it to be stiff or anything like that. But like I said, if he calls me by Trinette and I call him by Carlton, that means, we got to have a meeting because we don't call each other by our first name now. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, Carlton, get it together. He'd be like, all right, Trinette, then you can. I'd be like, oh, so you call me Trinette? What in the, what? I said, did you just spell out my full name?
So when we look at terms of endearment, sometimes they're honey, they're cookie, they're cupcake.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
All right. Yeah.
We look at these terms of endearment, and they're all sugary. that that's where the term sugar daddy came from?
I don't know. Hold that thought.
Relationship connection piece?
Hold that thought. When we come back, we're gonna answer that. Make sure she trying to start something. She trying to start. Listen, y'all better get ready. Same like this, Lord. We gotta take a quick music break. When we come back, we're gonna answer that. Sugar daddy. Sugar daddy. All right. Live on 101 TKO Radio. We'll be right back.
I was in the middle of the Atlanta
And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio in the mail room. That was Will and Jada, 1,000 Kisses. I bet y'all love 1,000 of them. Y'all didn't even know Will or Jada was on that track, did y'all?
I did not. No.
Yeah, that was Jada. Yep, that was Jada back in the day. I think that was 1996 or 97. Around the 90s. Huh? That's the original Jada in Will. When she had the low cut. That was when they were establishing their relationship. When they were establishing the relationship, you know. So listen, y'all, we are back live in the studio, 101 TKO Radio. We chopping it up today. We having this culture conversation about daddy. And before we get started, here are a few business shout outs. We have, you see, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Flip, be like, daddy's home.
It gonna sound like Mortal Kombat.
And see, that would be me. I'd be like, boy, stop playing. Get over here, daddy. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how to do it. Cause it'll come off real be like, boy, so you ain't forget it then. I ain't calling you no daddy no more then. How about that, Carlton? Yeah, it'd be like, so what? You gonna put me through all this? You know I got these 6-inch heels that I can't walk in, and you want the what? Man, please, Carlton. What about that? How about that? Listen, business shout outs. Women Are Dope by I Am Chelsea Speaks. Nina Renee, trademark lawyer, hereby Tatiana, and Latressa A. Crawford, executive life coach. The Plush Lab, the Power Experience. I Can Beat MS, and DJ Johnny Prince. And if you would like your business shouted out, connect with me, DM me at the mailroom 7671, and let's make it happen. We are the home of the $10 business shout outs. So listen, daddy, that's what you got to get one. So listen, we're having this great conversation, and the views are interesting. And the more I'm talking to you all, it doesn't seem as bad as I pictured it or thought of. I like I said, I don't see it as a sexual like. Ooh, I do kind of see what you all are saying. Like I would see that like it gives y'all that kind of like that boost of energy, or not that you don't need the extra confidence, but it's just like, okay, hey, this is yeah. Well, yeah, I get yeah. So Evelyn, you were saying the sugar daddy. Let's get into this sugar daddy. Ooh.
We colloquially take that term to mean a younger woman who's dating an older man, for whom she may be providing a little bit more than company while he's paying her rent, buying her clothes, shoes, and things like that. But as far as I understand, when women call these men sugar daddy, she notes that there really is no romantic connection there, that they're just entertaining each other for what he gets out of it and for what she gets out of it. And on the provision side of it, he is kind of still doing those things that you generally assert to be what daddies do. Right, exactly. Being the whole provider thing. Now, historically, yes, the term sugar daddy.
She said her husband is her sugar daddy.
For there was a guy, his name was Adolf Beckler or something like that, but he had a sugar fortune. And the woman that he was dating was 24 years younger than he is.
Mm.
and would call him her sugar daddy. It was all about the money. It was
Okay.
all about what he was doing for her. And and that term just kind of graduated through society and has maintained its presence for what it means based on those two people in that relationship.
Oh, yeah.
And now they have a sugar daddy for everything. Sugar mama, sugar daddy. You know, I was trying to find me one for them student loans back in the day. Listen.
That's funny. You know, I think the whole either when you add daddy or mama to something, that that's where it takes on the term of like division.
Yeah.
When you're talking sugar and daddy, the implication is this person is taking care of me in some way. No, it's not. It's not. It's not that.
Yeah.
Young girls will say, you know, I'm looking for a sugar daddy, or I got a sugar daddy, blah blah blah. And you hear the term when it comes to guys like a sugar mama, but it's usually in jest when we say it because there's not a whole bunch of women that are out here like painting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So it's more of a guy thing because men already come into connections with women knowing that we're going to have to provide something.
You got 80-year-old Kate over there, you know, putting out, you know.
It's a lot of sugar mamas out here, though, bro.
There are.
It's becoming more prevalent now.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
There are a lot of sugar mamas out there. They call them cougars. Name.
Yeah.
Name.
But cougars, most of the time, they aren't really like paying money.
Yeah,
They're just getting cheek slapped. You know what I mean?
Reese says,
I don't know what food you talking about.
Reese says, I see why so many women are single or in bad relationships. Some of y'all are walking new employee manuals. Goodness, loosen up. Listen, so do you think that we are uptight about a lot of the stuff that we, you know, that we put too much into? What you say?
I do think you got to be kind of in the heel space to be that intimate with somebody.
Yeah.
Like if it's a sore spot.
If it's just all fun and games and for you to enjoy.
Yeah.
No dude wants you to be crying calling that. Like
You're right. I had a bad day, Daddy. Yeah. Yeah, that and that's the part that we always talk about being healed. Like you said, Mark, we have to be in a good healed space. Oh, did everybody freeze up on me? Oh, so everybody did freeze up. There we go. So she said, yes, Mark, that key word is heal. You do have to be in that heal space because if not, then these will be triggering for you. You know what I'm saying? Like everything will be triggering. Don't call me sugar daddy. I ain't sugar daddy. You know, that won't be a fun relationship. You know what I'm saying? You know.
While we're talking about terms of endearment and how people are motivated and actually apply them, those same notions apply to any term of endearment.
Yeah.
It's not just these, but these are the ones that we're speaking specifically about.
Yeah.
I know that there are some women who fall out sideways when her man says, "Hey, baby, whatever's going on with you, I got this."
Yeah.
Some women like to be called baby. That is true.
That is true.
It's the same concept of that term of endearment.
Yeah. Now I did in the very beginning, and I'm assuming it was regional, right? Because my husband, he would call everybody, like he would call women babe, right? Baby or whatnot. But I didn't know it was a northern thing because when I met his family, they would call everybody baby or babe or whatnot. And I'm like, oh, it must be, you know, regional, whatnot. And then when I met some other northerners, yeah, I did look the sideway. You know me, I was like, babe, who you calling babe? Baby, because you know, I'm like, baby, he wouldn't call him babe, it would be like the baby. He'd be like, thank you, baby, you know, or something like that. I said, baby, did he just call such and such a baby or whatnot? And then when I heard his mama and his other cousins or whatnot, they were, calling people baby. I said, oh, and then when I heard other strangers, and so I'm like, okay, is this a Midwestern thing or whatnot? So is that true, Mark?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
We do call people baby a lot.
Okay.
And it can, yeah, you could be, dudes call each other, oh, what's going on, baby? How you doing?
Yeah, yeah.
Or else you'll be at a gas, you could be at a gas station and the attendant there, if she's like a nice, kind of, peoply person.
Yeah.
Okay, is that all day? Like, and that's nothing.
Yeah, yeah,
But my
yeah.
grandmother was from Northside Chicago. She was kind of pussy, light skinned little 4'11" woman.
Yeah.
She didn't like my granddaddy to call her baby because that was too common.
Okay, yeah.
He had to call her cookie.
Okay. Cooking.
But mostly, that's baby.
Yeah. And so I had to, I was like, oh, it must be like the Midwestern culture thing or whatnot. But I mean, he doesn't go around and be like, hey, baby, this, that, and another. But once I start learning the language, I was like, oh, okay. I won't take offense. I won't, slash her tires or whatever in the car, parking lot when I see her. Yeah, thank God for healing. You know what I'm saying? Thank God for healing. What? Yeah, hon, yeah. Yeah. Or sweetie, like now I have been told to don't call sweet because I call people sweet in a heartbeat or hun or honey in a heartbeat. And then the people are like, you so old. I be like, I guess.
Sweetie is one side, and it can be given in the endearment reference like you're talking about.
Yeah.
When some people cross the line into sweetheart, it's
Oh, that means something different.
Yeah. There are times where if a guy is talking to a lady and she asks for something that he doesn't want to do, it doesn't matter if she's right or wrong. He just doesn't want to do it. And so he'll say, okay, sit down, sweetheart, I got it.
Yeah.
Sweetheart is a dismissive thing. And
yeah.
That used to be a term of endearment, but it became something that was not as much as endearing. And
yeah.
with all of these, like we were talking about earlier, the idea behind it becomes application.
Yeah. Now she said, "Don't call me sweeter, hun," and I'm checking you. Yeah, some people it is offensive. I don't know. And I guess so. Now I just be calling people, be like, "Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you," and I keep it going. Because I mean nowadays you don't know because for me as a teacher and then having students, I was quick to call people sweetie or honey or but now I don't know what to call people, so I just stay in my lane. I'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" But I mean, people who are close to me, yeah, So listen, okay, listen, we're gonna take a quick music break, and when we come back, we're gonna ask these questions, and let's talk more about these new terms of endearment, or what are we gonna call folks? We just gonna be like, "Hey, how you doing?" Or no, you can't say that. You can't say that. Don't call me shawty. See? Listen, say locked and loaded on 101 TKO Radio and the mailroom. We'll be right back.
Forget Mariah Carey.
You right.
That's when it's Christmas.
That's when it's Christmas. The Temptations.
Yeah, that song makes me want to call it.
The Temptations, Rudolph,
Yeah.
makes you want to be called daddy.
Sit on my lap.
The Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer makes you want. You know what, bruh? Y'all ain't got the Nelson. Y'all ain't got the bruh. The sound. Yeah, I need y'all to get the sound, bruh. You know what? Y'all better put the Temptations. Listen, put the Temptations. When your grandmama done played that, you knew what time it was. Wait a minute. Oh, look, you know what? Wait a minute. Lorraine, can you see this? Bruh. You know what? See, now I know not to. I will not play Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer around you at all. Okay? Won't do it. I won't do it. Oh, y'all frozen again? It must be storming outside. Uh-oh. But you know what?
You want me to fix it? You gotta call me daddy. That's
It is frozen. Y'all are frozen. Okay, look, we gotta keep talking. And hopefully it'll come back. I don't want to hit the refresh button because it'll kick y'all off, right? It'll kick y'all off. Oh, it did kick off. Oh my goodness. So can y'all hear me? Okay, we keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling. So Evelyn, you had a question. There y'all are.
Yes, I have a question for you gentlemen. And Nelson too. I want you to chime in on this one as well. Number one, do you know any men who actually hate being called daddy? That's the first question. And the second question is, as a woman who has a natural aversion to the concept, but I see the value in it, in what you all receive from that, what would you offer as a substitute to engage that emotion if a woman isn't willing to call you daddy?
I'll tell you something that works probably as good is maybe king. Yeah, that kind of evokes the same kind of thing, like oh yeah, like
Yeah.
because you call me king, so I mean I gotta wear my crown and come. I think that maybe probably evokes the same kind of feeling or emotion.
Yeah.
Again, like daddy being the terms and gender has to work for the woman. It can't be like I demand to be called that.
Yeah. Then that wouldn't feel like a pimp or something like that. Yeah.
They don't come off as a pimp.
Yeah.
But if you're using it kind of like a tip, like you did so good, oh you did.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, every time you want me to do something good, I'm gonna be like, you tell me that, like,
Yeah.
So that's kind of the thought process. So again, every dude doesn't respond to it. So,
Right.
For some guys, that might not sound good to them, but a lot of guys, it's kind of like that's kind of my reward for doing something well, or for us being at such an intimate space where we can, have our little intimate little jabs at one another before later on when somebody has to.
What Ree say? No, I think she said, whoa, wait a minute. Y'all telling women to call you dads. Y'all need to be called daddy to get it up. Whoa, wait. No. He was saying not to.
Calm down, man.
No, he was saying the opposite. He was saying don't. Yeah. But what he was saying is,
DY off, that makes it sound worse. Like, don't do that.
yeah. But that, I think that's what you were saying. Not if it gets to that point where a man is making you call him daddy and this, that, and another. Yeah. That's weird. That's cringy. That's more like a pimp style type of deal, you know. Derek says a woman calling me daddy confirms her relationship experiences are typically with ignorant men. A woman calling me daddy confirms her relationship experiences are typical with ignorant men. Mm. Oh. What? Damn. That's a no for Derek. He said no.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't like that.
No.
So we know at least one guy who doesn't like that.
Who doesn't like to be called it?
I got a question with that. And it's not for everybody.
Right.
So, is there when you have an offense, because I can see that as being kind of, is there something there, I guess, to ask, well, why would you consider a man being ignorant because of that? I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a good question. If I understood your question correctly, you're asking Derek and anyone who feels like him, why do you think that man would be ignorant with a woman to refer to him that way to make her comfortable enough to call somebody else that?
Yeah.
Why do you do it?
Because I can sit say my wife has, I have never been called that before until I met my wife. And I don't think she's called anybody else that. I don't know. And
you don't want to know.
Yeah.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
One. And like I said, the other night I was just playing around and I just little show thing. But that's not something that we do on a daily basis.
Yeah.
But it's for that split moment, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So now, I'm like, oh, well,
It's not like ignorant
for me to like like that.
Yeah. So that. Right. So I guess that's one of my questions. That would be one of my questions, as Ree was saying earlier. Are we really so rigid in our relationships where we are taking offense to everything that comes by? Like, if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. You know what I'm saying? Or it's not like you have to do these things or whatnot. Are we living in a day and age where everything is rigid and it's offensive?
I would say that whatever rigidity, for the purpose of the discussion that we are experiencing, it's a response where things have gotten.
Yeah.
I don't think that people are so wound up in themselves that they can't understand what they're hearing. Even especially if that person is hearing that term from somebody that they don't know. They whatever, I'm cash, I just bought this from you, I'm taking this home, you're going your home, I'll never see you again, whatever. But because so many people are now more open with the ways that they've been used with these things, it's become a trigger.
Yeah.
So now, wait a minute, don't call me that, because that's a trigger. Don't call me that because this person did that, don't do that.
Yeah.
And that has created the societal response to, okay, I need to not do anything that used to be simple because I might offend somebody.
Right.
I don't know what they've suffered as a result of this.
Right.
So I don't think that our rigidity around it is born of our own self-absorption.
Right. Hold that.
It generates from a response to other people expressing what they feel traumatized by.
Right. Mark, hold your comment. We're going to take a quick music break. When we come back, we'll start you off. Live right here on 101 TKO Radio. We're having this culture conversation. I love it. This is what the mailroom is all about, having good conversation, adult conversation, and so forth. So stay locked and loaded right here on 101 TKO Radio. We'll be right back.
If I could be you.
And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio in the mailroom. Listen, when this song first came out, I had pictured me and my boo at that time sitting by the fireplace and, just.
You roasting chestnuts off in the open?
Yes, I was. And I was, had on my little Santa suit and, yes. But then life happened. Doggone it. Bump that. Boys the Men, that was that now.
I used to love that song too. I always wait for snow until I was in basic training in Chicago, and I saw how dangerous and ugly it was, and
in and stuff.
LaRon, hush! You just messed up the whole scene. You just messed up the whole scene. You know, it's supposed to be by the fireplace. And we're supposed to be sipping on eggnog and hot chocolate with a candy cane with your boo. You know.
All y'all southerners that come up like, oh, I haven't seen you in years. You can have it. Okay?
Right.
Hey, that's why I moved down here.
Yeah, y'all can have that snow.
Wait, get them at 6 o'clock in the morning that you got to go outside. The first thing you got to do is shovel.
Yeah.
You can't feel your fingers.
Yeah, y'all northerners, y'all can have that snow. When we had that snowmageddon here in Atlanta,
Y'all had a little fall.
No. Don't you start on us. That was the city shut down for a week. That's right. We could not. I slept on the highway for 24 hours stuck in that snow. Hey, that's right. We gonna close it. We gonna shut it down.
We got barrel through 9 feet of snow to get to our job.
Listen, you see one snowflake. You see one snowflake here in Atlanta. We shutting it down, okay? Listen, we are back in the studio live on 101 TKO Radio. We are having this very cultured conversation. And listen, real quick, this is what the mailroom is all about, having adult conversation with adults so we can bridge the gap, our communication gap between men and women. And I love it when we as adults can come. Now, it doesn't mean that we're going to agree with each other or whatnot. But at the same time, you're not going to see us cussing each other out, fussing with each other. We're not doing that here on the mail room. So we love the input. We love the conversation. And just know that this is what the mail room is all about. And I thank each and every one of you all for chiming in. I am learning a lot. And we always keep it light. You know what I'm saying? Life is really too good for us to be so stern and so rigid. Let's have some fun. So we are talking about this daddy term and whatnot. And before we left, Mark had wanted to share something with us.
Yeah, I was just, and this is to the broader conversation, talking about like engagement, communication. Context matters, and the bad thing about social media is that it's created a mind space where people will take a term or a phrasing, they'll understand the concept, the context that you're using, and they'll still choose to find the offensive, right? So
Yeah.
To circle that back around to that, right?
Yeah.
You know what we're talking about when we talking about that. You know that man is under no inkling that you are trying to make him your father. That is not what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We also know that there are people who will take things too far. There'll be a guy who wants you to call him daddy because he has thoughts of pedophilia or something like that.
Yeah.
The mind space that we're in, though, right here in this conversation, we're talking about two adults relating to one another.
Yeah.
And so if we keep it in that context and not, expand it to mean every, eventuality or something like that, then we can have just a regular conversation. Nobody's got to be weird, or nobody's got to be, weak, or whatever you want to call it. It's conversation. So, like that, bro.
Right. As Reese said, women, especially Black women, are raggedy in their healing journeys. Too many Black women have a history of tossing their panties to the floor like the big joker in a spades game, believing that setting him quick was going to be a man keeper. As a result, are angry and are unhealed and bringing unresolved bags to the new dating relationship building space. Learn how to have sensible conversation. Where's the dilemma? If you don't like using the term daddy when referring to your husband, be clear. And I think that's the gist of it. It's like you be clear about it. Like, it's and it does come from, you have to be healed, and when you're dealing with all of this, because again, if you get triggered by your man calling you, now what he ain't gonna do is call you out your name. Now that's a totally different. And if you in that type of relationship, baby girl, it's time for you to exit out, because ain't no man supposed, you know what I'm saying. But he ain't got no business calling you out no vulgar name or whatnot. But if you can't have fun in your relationship and everything is a trigger, or then you don't need to be in that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because your relationship is already going to go through so much, and you don't need added stress. You sit up in the house, he called me mama, or he called me sweetie or something, shawty or whatnot. You over there flipping out. Then what are you in the relationship for? You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, what are you in the relationship? What'd you say, Mark?
That means you have trauma you haven't dealt with.
Exactly.
Whatever I call you as your man, right? If it's something that you don't gravitate towards, that should be a conversation. That shouldn't trigger anger. Right?
Yeah.
That shouldn't trigger. I would prefer that you call me something, but we live in, to further what I was saying, we live in this space where we got to find the deeper meaning of every single thing that's being said. And look, if you're calling me daddy, I know you're not expecting me to, change your diapers. I know that.
Right.
So let's keep it, let's not make everything so serious. I couldn't see being in a 20, 30, 40-year marriage with somebody who has to inspect every term.
Yeah.
Partners are not sitting down. They're first getting angry and just going on. No one is expecting for the views or points or something. Also, again, like we said, saying that, taking myself for instance, hey, I may like being called a particular thing, but she might not feel comfortable with it. And if we sit down and talk about it, why I like you calling me this nickname, and we ain't talking about that, just anything.
Mm-hmm.
Or she may give me a good example of the reason why she doesn't feel comfortable. So now I can respect the fact that I'm not going to be called that by her.
Right.
But we don't want to sit down and have those conversations.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
People are not having the conversation we need to have.
Right.
Had a conversation. Even conversations are triggered.
Yeah.
Right. People are trying to fill their way through this thing, man. No, you gotta chill, be still.
Yeah.
And then you come out and play a little or whatever, try to find.
Yeah.
You trying to do this thing unhealed. That's impossible.
Yeah.
Deal with your stuff, baby. What they see when they grow up too. And they're coming up.
Yeah. True. Go ahead, Evan.
One of the things that I believe this phenomenon develops from is the culture that now says, if you can't accept me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. When people say that, their worst is broken. Their worst is broken. And they impose that on people and demand that person embrace their brokenness, or they are doing something wrong to them.
Come on.
How relationships are supposed to work. In one of the Sensible Sundays that I posted, I said exactly that you, as a person, will always have inherent value that does not qualify you to be in a relationship with somebody.
Come on now.
Correct.
Because a relationship is a choice.
Yeah.
Nobody owes you that choice to make. You need to be where you can handle a relationship, because your inherent value as a person does not qualify you as a partner.
Yeah.
And when people understand that, they'll take more serious consideration for their own healed state before they try to impose it on somebody else.
That's right.
Listen, Reed, you hear that? That's that key word, broken. Like, for 2024, I was just telling someone, we're not going to keep this cycle of being broken and unhealed. Like, we're not going to keep talking about being broken, because it's, first of all, there are too many resources out here to help you heal up. Therapists are throwing their programs at you for free. Like, they are offering, you know what I'm saying? Counselors, coaches. It's too many resources out here for anybody to be unhealed and just broken. And we're not going to keep that cycle. And that's the main reason of the mail room. It is going to be used for healing, because I love being in a relationship. God bless me again to be in a relationship. And I'll be doggone if I'm going to go through again being triggered or, going through just unnecessary BS. You know what I'm saying? Even in the dating sector, like, I don't get it when people keep saying, I get it. There's some clowns out here. I get it. But even in the dating sector, when everybody's talking about there are no good men out here, there are no good black men, no good black women. Well, what the hell is out here then? Like, what are you good? Right. Like, like, what is really going on? And because a lot of them are still unhealed. And that's the part that we don't want to acknowledge. There's still some stuff that's going on with you. You're not ready to be in a relationship. If you still are triggered by the way a man is walking or talking or smelling or whatnot, you got some healing to do. Sit down. You don't need a man, or men, you don't need a woman. Heal yourself.
I think the woman to address their pain, healing, do that in therapy is more focused on past, and a lot of people don't want to do it. Because that brings up stuff that one, either what they're doing and they're not taking responsibility for it, or it just could be a degree of so much trauma to where it's scary that they don't want to face it. And they just walk on through life pushing forward. That concept of locking it away and forget about it. You can't forget about it, man. Past is always going to be there. Past is meant to be the past to build you up, and a lot of people don't use that. So they run and they're still all that.
I think so. I think a lot of people believe because they're functioning.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Yep. Yeah.
And then you have, in particular, our community, black women are kind of told that you come prepackaged, ready for marriage, ready for relationship. You don't have to work on anything. I put up a post the other day, yesterday, that was asking if men have to earn your submission and your softness, what do you have to do to earn protection and position?
Yeah.
And most of the women that responded, well, not most of them, a lot of the women that responded said that, well, women don't have to earn that. That's something that men should get naturally. And even as intelligent as the people sounded, I had to let them know it was ridiculous, because you're walking around and you believe that you don't have work to do in order to merge your life with another person's life. Men have to, every man has to do some level of work, whether he's in a very good state or whether he's in bad state, to merge his whole life with all his experiences with yours and all of your experiences. There's work that he has to do, and there has to be work.
Right.
And I can only attribute that to the programming that our women are getting. That you are the prize, and there's nothing that you need to do in order to work with. If there's a flaw, it's because that man didn't bring out the right thing in you.
Right.
So you just keep on, you just move on to somebody else who can bring out the proper softness in you, instead of saying, hey, I have an issue that I need to work on, and I need to get my mindset or my attitude set. I think like those are issues that we're combating. We're talking about being open and vulnerable. Maybe if you did, then calling somebody daddy would be a big deal.
Right. There you go.
It would feel intimate.
Right. Hold that thought. We gotta take a quick music break. Reset. Who is the guy that's speaking right now? Give him a medal. That is our very Mark B. Look at Mark B. Listen, there you go. Listen, we're gonna come back and finish this culture conversation live right here on 101 TKO Radio in the mailroom. We bringing it to y'all today. Y'all better download that app. You don't want to miss out. Listen, this is a preview of what's gonna happen in 2024. I told you I'm bringing it up to here. I'm turning it up, y'all. So stay connected right here, lock and loaded. 101 TKO Radio in the mailroom. We'll be right back.
And we're live.
And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio in the mailroom. That is another Christmas classic. I saw Mommy kissing Santa. Don't tell me you triggered by the song.
No, but it is sad that we're out here promoting cheating. That's talking cheating with everybody now.
You know what? You know what? He got all y'all cookies. See, you know what? saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus last night by the Jackson 5. Listen, are y'all ready for some dancing? Y'all ready? Y'all know what's coming up, right? We counting down 3 minutes to the noonday myth. But I just need to know because we got this energy going in today. Y'all ready for some dancing? That is sound too good. Are y'all ready? We Let me read these last few comments. Elder said that the red flag is to just move on. Those are the red flags that we were talking about prior. Let's see. Derek says we're in a culture of going with half truth, and healing requires accepting all truth, not just the truth that gets one sympathy, empathy, and pity. Unpleasant experiences are required to forge the greatest version of self. It's not healing, it's mutating into a specimen best suited to survive future possibilities. Free ways stay stagnant or keep shedding the layers to make room for growth. All right, Derek. Okay. Yeah, cool. Gotcha.
One of the things that I've noticed about discussions like this is that with, there is definitely the presence of mind that some women show up to a relationship with. You take me as I am because I'm already ready. I've heard the other side of that as well, where men have complained that where women have complained that men have said, "What you get is what you get. I'm not doing anything more. I'm not doing anything less." So that healing notion that we're talking about, I've seen it accused that more women have to deal with men. I've seen it accused that more men have to deal with women.
Mm-hmm.
Healing is an individualism that all of us have.
Right.
Something.
Yeah.
If it's not traumatic heartbreak, it's traumatic loss.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not traumatic heartbreak or loss, it's traumatic experiences that you grow up with.
Right.
And as we relate to each other, I believe that we've lost the ability to be objective. Everything is always taken personally. Nobody is saying whatever they're saying just to be general. It's an attack.
Yeah.
And that makes people defensive when they don't need to.
Yeah.
And that furthers their problems with anxiety.
Yeah.
It's more problems that they need to heal from, but that they won't because if you don't take me at my word, you don't deserve me at my best.
Yeah.
So we have a big mess that the purpose of these conversations is to try and unravel. It's one of the reasons that I'm so thrilled with you guys every time that I have a chance to share. Because somebody needs to hear this, even if they're not hearing it right now as they're watching, they're hearing it later when it comes back on, when they play it on every other media, every other platform. These messages need to get out.
Right.
There's simple things that we think are simple that some people have never heard.
Right. And I was just telling Nelson, like, we're not doing this in the 2024. Like, we're not going to continue this cycle of unhealed and broken conversations. Like, it is time to move forward. You know, and it's sad. It saddens me. However, I've also found myself as a coach. I can't service those people anymore. You know, it's like you have to want to heal. You're going to have to want to keep it moving. You know, like you said, most of us have suffered traumatic experiences. You know, if it wasn't in your childhood, a lot of my traumatic experiences came as a young adult in college. You know what I'm saying? That I chose to move forward. I chose to get help, and you have to seek that help, and you have to want it. So, and that's the purpose of the mailroom. We're not. When we had our team meetings, what was the first thing I said? We're not going to continue the gender wars. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do it. So listen.
That's why I don't preface it. You heard what I said.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
If you choose to be offended by it, you're choosing it.
That's right.
That's it.
Somebody trying to.
That's it. That's it. So.
Like Mark said, I think that's what's going on with a lot of people, especially on now, social media in general.
Yeah.
Generalizing one thing and just pounding on one thing and making it seem like it's the whole concept of what the person is saying.
Yeah. Yeah. So with that being said, let's get it popping with the DJ Johnny Prince's Noonday Mix. Look at Mark getting ready. There you go. Get it ready. You're on camera. Make sure you lock and load. Download the 101 TKO radio app so you can hear the music. Nelson, you ready? Turn it up, Nelson. Here we go. DJ Johnny Prince Noonday Mix. Let's go. And we are back, you guys, live on 101 TKO Radio. Listen, DJ.
Yeah, man.
That was a vibe. That was a roller skate vibe.
Boy, have me up there doing the school cramp on it, man.
You know, like, so this is what you're gonna be doing for 2024. This is what you're doing. You showing out in the yeah. In my head, I'm skating. My roller skate's been sitting there like when you do your Thursday nights. They be sitting on the they sit next to the couch with me. You know, I put them on and I'm roller skating around in the house, but then you know, I almost slipped up last time, and you know, I said no, let me do it. Thank you so much, DJ Johnny Prince, for that noonday mitts. Listen, you did that. Y'all did that. Listen, we are live back in the studio, 101 TKO Radio. Listen, this conversation today, it has been phenomenal. I love it. I'm going to shift gear. I'm going to read this comment, and then I'm going to shift gears real quick with some local news. Derek says, and I want y'all to all marinate and let's talk about this comment. Being offended is a confession of low comprehension, usually due to not having the knowledge necessary to defend self. Verbal abuse is only as strong as the victim's ability to verbally defend. To be fair, a great lasting relationship requires a fist fight to grow, or at least a tussle of dominance. Hold your thoughts. I want to.
Make it the last one, please.
I want to hold. Let me shift gears to the local news real quick. As we're talking about, so listen, y'all know that the little young girl, 26-year-old, tried to burn down Dr. King's house, right? Yeah, she just so happened to be a black woman. You know.
She was in the military.
Yeah, and she was in the military. So of course they're saying that, you know, her dad, who supposed to be her dad, said that she was having a mental breakdown, and they had been looking for being in the military. I just want to know, like, now one of my questions has always been like, why is it accessible? Like, why isn't there like gates around it and so forth? Because she was on that front porch pouring that gasoline. You know, but then, you know, I have a brow up because of like there were two undercover NYPD officers there, you know.
That was weird. I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing is weird because I don't remember anybody, as long as I've been here, trying to burn down his home. I can't remember. But that was very bold. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't remember, as long as I've been here, that anything like that has taken place. Like trying to, and she was bold with it.
I've heard where there are certain states now that they need, like Philly, like there's a lot of states that need short cops. And there's states that, other states, maybe that's why we see New York cops down here, because, you know, they either rented them or whatever. Like, I've known other cops from other states come to other states.
Right, to patrol.
I've seen that in neighboring states.
Right.
I've seen that 700, 800 miles away.
Yeah.
So that's something different.
And maybe I'm reading too much into it. I just don't remember. Have you, Nelson, remember anybody trying to burn down his home? As long as I've been here, I haven't.
I think I've heard that before.
But not this bold. Like, you know, there are cameras around. Like, she is literally in the daytime pouring gasoline on, you know.
Somebody just so happened to have their phone.
Yeah. And you're asking questions like, what are you doing? Like, it was. I don't know. I'm praying that she gets help, and, you know, whatever is going on, like, I don't know. So I'm I'm not, and I'm not gonna say it's the conspiracy theories. I'm not that. It's just that I just don't remember anything like this happening since I've been here since 1991. Like, because it's. Go ahead, Mark. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, we live in like this is one of the other, illnesses of social media.
Yeah.
People will do stuff just to get good. Remember the chick back about 10, 15 years ago who was twerking on Martin Luther King's grave?
Yeah.
Now, there's always been stuff hating black people, since slavery time.
Yeah.
There used to be certain levels that we wouldn't go to.
Yeah.
I can't put nothing past. I can't say that she's mentally ill. I don't know.
Yeah.
She might be.
Yeah.
But I can't put it past people who just want to be, like they say, if you can't be famous, you can.
Yeah. I am definitely gonna pray for her as well. We reset. I definitely, because there's something that's wrong for you to, you literally are in broad daylight wanting to burn, a home down. And then again, I don't know what the trigger. And for me, military. When they said military, I'm like definitely praying for, because again, I hate the way they do. Our military do not give them the proper mental health care. Yeah, So I'm definitely praying for her. In the other local news, while we talking about this daddy intimacy thing, gonorrhea, chlamydia, syphilis cases on the rise here in Georgia.
Oh, I thought you were naming some more people.
Gonorrhea, I know her. Don't she work at Walmart?
DJ, you gotta get that clip. You gotta get that clip. The what Evelyn just said, she thought it was some people. Shoot. Sexy Red got her lip gloss line. Gonorrhea, chlamydia, and syphilis is on the rise here in Georgia. No, it says Georgia. Don't try to single Atlanta out. It's Georgia. That means Albany too.
You know what they talking about when they say Georgia?
That includes Albany as well. It ain't just Atlanta. Listen, it is on the rise. I didn't even know how to spell gonorrhea. I didn't know how to spell none of this stuff. I was like, shoot, let me go look at it, because I'm like, wow, it's back on the rise. Like, are we afraid of it? We're not afraid of these. I mean, back in the day, y'all remember we used to be afraid of this stuff.
They're not even scared of AIDS no more.
Right. Like, they're not scared of AIDS. Like, HIV, none of that. Like, huh?
Yeah, that's good.
Well,
but
when I read that, I was like, gonorrhea, all of that is back on the rise. Like, so we just not practicing safe sex anymore? Like,
no. The whole pandemic thing just shot it all out the door.
Yeah. You said what?
I don't know why they still funny.
Somebody gotta care.
Outside of Atlanta, people still use those.
You know what? You gonna stay out for Atlanta. You gonna stay out for Atlanta.
Why they still sell it here? Yeah. Condom sales are down in Atlanta.
It probably is. Because when I go in them stores, them shelves still be full. I be like, well, doggone it, it's still full. I was like, but when
the dude come off every morning like,
and we're not, we ain't educating, we are not educated, because I'm like, I still educate my nieces and nephews. I'm like, yo, I don't care what these streets are telling you, these diseases are still out here. What you say?
A lot of parents are not signing it for, I don't even know what is the sex education lesson now? Because I know back when I was in
wear a condom. That's the sex education. Wear a condom.
They show everything,
Well, people start getting offended.
Now the education now was that girls could be guys.
And literally the parents were being it was offensive to show your daughters or your sons the pictures of diseases. So
Well, after their third kid, shouldn't they? I don't want nobody teaching my kid nothing about sex education. I'm gonna just watch my grandbabies over here.
That's right.
Listen.
They learn all that.
Listen.
It's how it's hookup culture.
Yeah, it is.
Get together, and sex is the only thing they get together for. They have a conversation.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna meet you here. I'm gonna meet you here. Where are we gonna go to have our moment? That's all it is. The undermining of the sanctity of relationships.
Yeah.
Is party favor.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised at all that sexually transmitted diseases and infections are on the rise.
Yeah.
Look at how people are looking for their connections.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have sex, then you leave. You have sex with that person, and they leave.
Right.
When I was little, they used to do this exponent thing. If you have sex with one person, but that one person has had sex with 10 people, and those 10 people have each had sex with different 10 people, that's 1,000 people that theoretically you slept with.
Yep.
And nobody even cares about that now.
Not at all.
When we were little and they told us that, we're thinking about any number 57.
Yep.
Drinking it all down through everybody else.
Yeah.
And then number 32 catches it, and then she gives it to her boyfriend.
Right.
Nobody even cares about that kind of stuff.
It don't. You were afraid to have to go to the neighborhood clinic, that free clinic. If you walked up in there, you were ashamed. You had on your hoodie for real. Right.
What's your fault? I need to take a test. My wife told me I had to come and get the shot and whatnot. Well, you should have wore a condom. I'm like, why am I wearing a condom with my wife? I ain't know my wife was gonna go in.
Yeah.
This was a shame going to the health department. But Derek, I tried after Derek little things. I was trying to put everything on Atlanta, then he go and show all this.
He said Albany saw an STD increase when more started going to job. I am not going to touch that because a lot of they ain't coming after the mailroom because a lot of it is heterosexual relationships. Let's keep it real, And as we said, it's a shame we're no longer educating heavily on STDs because we're too busy talking about the LGBTQIA. And that is true. We stopped, because we were like, oh, you can get it. No, it's heterosexual relationships because we just figured like, oh, the attention is off of us. No, it's not. We still got to be protected. Like we're still.
Also, right, Mark. Exactly. Mark must have been.
What'd you say, Mark?
I saw where you was going.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Repeat it.
Yeah. The train of thought was that heterosexual people have stopped focusing on STD and STI education because of the LGBTQ community and the rise in diseases there.
Yeah.
But the premise that Mark and I were thinking on the same wavelength about was there are bisexual experimental men.
Yeah.
Who bring that to females.
That is true.
Women. And those heterosexual relationships are also the ones that are contributing to the higher disease counts.
Yeah.
It's not just man to man. It's not just man to woman, woman to man themselves. It's when the women bring in other women or the men bring in other men.
Yeah.
And take that back to their heterosexual relationship.
Yeah.
Wrong hole, bro.
Yeah.
Wrong hole.
You know what? On that note, we're gonna take a quick music break. We're gonna take a quick music break. We'll be right back. Live on 101 TKO Radio. And we are back live in the studio, 101 TKO Radio and the mail room. That was Missy Elliott, Lose Control, another classic.
Yeah.
Listen, this show has been phenomenal. Oh my goodness, we have had some culture conversation today. You, Evelyn, you said you had a follow-up.
Yes, teeny question. Earlier we had made the point that any term of endearment needs to be approved between the people related.
Yeah.
And we accept that. Specifically with daddy, there are some women that won't and some women that don't. Some men that don't look for it either way. But for the men who do, and they're meeting and dating a woman who isn't interested in that, I'd ask for some ideas, suggestions of what a different term might be that would evoke that same emotion. And I got this one, so I wanted to throw that back out there and get some more ideas for how that emotion can be invoked without calling somebody daddy.
Because Mark says king.
Yeah, if you
Okay.
you know, for me, I guess your name in a softer tone, it's
More
it's
affectionate.
tone, more affectionate,
Tone matter.
more softer tone matters.
Okay.
That's not how you say a man's name.
Okay.
In that moment.
Okay.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, hey,
Exactly.
come on here. You know, all that.
Okay.
Name.
So it's the tones that we would say it in.
Yeah.
What is what makes you, make a brother like,
Yeah.
that's when you get the very white stuff on.
Yeah.
So the soft side of us need to be present for you all.
Tell me, like, seduce your man. Say things in a productive way. Tap into that side of you and see what happens how your man responds. Like, you don't have to be like, Mark, come here. The tone matters.
Yeah. And how you speak to your man.
Right.
Yeah. That's interesting. I mean, that's good to know.
Nelson, I asked to hear specifically from you because I think I ran you over earlier and I didn't mean to. So I want to make sure that I get your opinion on this too.
She ran you over with some firestones.
Hey, I'm sorry. What was the question again?
If a woman does not want to use the term daddy, what could a guy receive from her to evoke that same emotion that the term daddy would?
Well, first for me, you know what I'm saying, I don't want no one to call me daddy. You know what I'm saying? Just the word daddy now, you know what I'm saying? If they call me Poppy, that's something different, you know what I'm saying? But if they don't want to use it, I mean, you know what I'm saying, just the affection. I mean, just showing and so it could be just you know what I'm saying, because I'm a feeler, so you know what I'm saying, I enjoy, you know what I'm saying, if they just holding me, you know what I'm saying, not holding like consoling me, but you know what I'm saying, just touching and stuff like that. So they don't have to necessarily have to say the word for me.
Yeah.
Now I do enjoy it though.
He put it in there. He does enjoy it, ladies.
If you saying it, I'm gonna take it. I ain't gonna say stop.
But knowing me, I will make them say it.
You heard that? He said, knowing him, he will make them say it. Okay, now. All right, that's that Latin. You know. You know how them Latin men and this stuff be doing. They gonna make you say it. Aye, Poppy. But that's a good question. That is a good question. Dara says, if she doesn't give you a special nickname, she's limiting her vocabulary to appeal to multiple partners.
Somebody give Eric a hug.
I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. Hey, KJ! How you doing, Playbook Investments? What's going on? Y'all make sure y'all are following KJ and Playbook Investments. Oh my goodness, they are doing their thing. We can't wait to have you back on the show, KJ. So I will be contacting you so we can get you back in for the 2024. So yeah, thank y'all so much. Derek, you said if she doesn't give you a special nickname, she's limiting her vocabulary to appeal to multiple partners. Reese says Derek is telling the truth. He got y'all sneak number. Like, so are you saying that
Y'all quit hurting Derek, okay? Ladies, y'all stop hurting Derek.
if she doesn't give you a special nickname, she's limiting her vocabulary?
To be 100% transparent right now, I have seen guys do this more than any woman has ever. They will call a woman honey, baby, sugar, whatever, because he does not remember her name.
That's me.
That is 100% true.
Hey, don't be telling our secrets. Don't be telling our secrets now.
That she won't give him a nickname for multiple partners.
I'm bad with names, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So you gonna call every woman honey, sugar?
That is the problem I'm having. Some of the women I've been with, they don't like that. So I have to stop. Like saying, like, baby, hey, what's up, baby? What's going on with you? That's same thing. Now I'm calling other women the same thing. Hey, what's up, baby? You good? I call other woman baby. I'm like, oh. You're my baby.
If women do that, they got the game from us.
Yeah.
We learn to do that because we're the hunters. We're
Yeah.
the ones that's going out trying to get every piece of tail we can get. So
Yeah.
sometimes those numbers run up and you be forgetting the name.
Listen, that's the title of one of the upcoming shows for 2024. Does body count? Body count. I really want to know, does it matter? Like, that is a show topic. So I am expecting my honorees.
If you want to, you can parallel that with size.
We don't gotta get into that.
Listen,
Don't worry about that.
let me tell you
Hey, bestie.
that we don't talk about that because I've been hearing some conversations from these women talking about size and girth and body. And I'm just like, yo, like, and y'all, I don't know. So we definitely gonna be talking about that in 2024 because I think, I'll save it for 2024 on that show. So
Right
no, because that's Nelson and I gotta go home. Nelson said he's sleepy. He been out partying. He been out partying. So
whole week.
yeah.
Can I just sprinkle like half a little bit?
Yeah. Give us a preview.
Just a quick preview while we're thinking about it. When a guy asks a woman, is he the best she's had? Is he talking about the strength of his performance or the consistency?
Woo! I don't know if we can answer that.
Me either. I don't.
Woo! Reese says size only matters when you got 2 minutes to compare to.
I don't never put my ego up there.
Woo! That's the.
You ain't gonna ruin my Christmas.
I'll just bring the towel out and now let me know.
Just
Let me know.
That's all I need to know.
That's all I need to know. When you said more or less.
Have me crying going into the new year.
Right, having men with their journals writing. Does size really matter? I don't know. On the mailroom, they said that the size really does matter. Then let me go to the enhancement place. They popping up. They got some specials for the holidays. I'm just telling the men, like they literally do. Like I saw some specials, yeah, and I'm just like, so are men really doing it? So listen, we go.
Atlanta is really different than
Yeah. Atlanta is different. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm scared now. I was gonna come visit. I
Yeah.
don't know if I'm now. It's like
Atlanta's a whole different breed. What'd you say, East Move?
he won't go back to
He won't. Mm-mm.
your beard come back up. Did y'all know they got penis? I'm come back telling.
Listen, the men are getting their lipo done, their all of the enhancements, all of this. It is being they.
We ain't that progressive in the Midwest. We still some cavemen.
So it's a whole.
It's hard to get us to wash our hands up here.
Oh, you know what?
You know.
It's a whole. When I tell you,
we ain't get no extensions, we ain't get none of that, man. We put work in.
yo, when I tell y'all,
Take us as we are.
yeah,
Exactly. Take us as we are.
this new Atlanta thing, yo, I'm so serious. They are doing a lot.
Could y'all even deal with a man who ain't there?
Right.
That's a good question because it's not just gay men who are getting these enhancements and so forth. It's the straight men, heterosexual men that are getting these enhancements and so forth. So is it?
Are they straight?
I mean, I have seen a couple of wife couples on these interviews that the men are getting their enhancements done. So is
Why would they not be? If there's a woman who will have her breasts enlarged because the man takes pleasure in that, why couldn't a straight man get his package enlarged if his woman needs that?
We can, but
save it for the show. Save it for the show. Cause it's going that's a good observation because if we can get breast implants or reductions or BBLs and so forth, you know, are y'all entitled to get the enhancements as men? Because I'm seeing a lot of black men do this. Like at one time, at one time all I saw were white men doing it, right? But now there are a lot of black men. When you go into these IGs and they're the body sculptor and the black men are going in for their 360s, the penis enhancements and so forth like this. And they are couples. You know,
we still got dirt on our nails up here, man.
I'm telling you, Atlanta's a different breed.
Yeah.
Atlanta's a different breed.
Exactly.
I don't know nothing about that.
Come on. A man got an extra 6 inches. He trying to smash everything woman.
He gonna be a problem on these streets.
He gonna be a problem.
He go from three to 6, or from 6 to 9. You ain't gonna be the only one who taking it.
Listen.
Watch out for your mama, your sister, your cousin, your mama.
Listen, we gotta take our last music break. When we come back, we gonna wrap this thing up. Y'all gonna let us know what's going on. Listen, the show will be, that might be the top of the year show, y'all, because it's Happy New Year. Boom, I'm coming out like Woody. Here I am. We got your procedure done over Christmas break. You ready for the new year? We'll be right back on 101 TKO Radio in the mail room.
I'm 54, so
And we are back live on 101 TKO Radio in the mailroom. That is the classic of all, This Christmas, the original Donny Hathaway, and one of my favorite songs, the original. And I think, Mark, you shared with us that a woman in Chicago wrote that for him. Yeah. Wow. I love that song. It always puts me in that spirit and so forth. Yeah, right. So listen, we're about to wrap this thing up, y'all. It has been a very very good show. Right? Listen, before we get out here, tell us what's going on with you, how we can support you and find you. Mr. Takeover, what's going on with you? What's coming up? Okay. We will be tuning. That's tonight at 9, right? All right. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mark B, what you got going on coming up?
I will be doing more videos and blogging and stuff like that. You can check me on Facebook, Mark Brooks Sr., or on Instagram, Mark B. X now.
Right.
I'll be making my opinion known.
I'm so glad to see you. Yes, because Mark, you are intelligent. You know, I love your content and so forth. So we're happy for you. You know, you have our support, and of course, he'll be on here time to time as our guest honoree. So thank you so much, Miss Evelyn. What you got going on? Coming up? Okay. Okay. Awesome. You two will. We're so glad to have you on as one of our honorary co-hosts, and make sure you tag us, the mailroom, so we can support that event and support you. Great job. E Smooth, DJ E Smooth, what you got going on or coming up? Yeah. Yeah.
How I'm not going to charge a credit card I hear that. You can catch me. Smooth, that's SMUVE, not the OOE, because that's my man E Smooth and house music from Brooklyn back in Okay. So ESMUVE.
Okay, gotcha. Appreciate that, because I sometimes I write the SMOO, so I'm glad you corrected. Yeah, gotcha. DJ Johnny Prince.
I got the new podcast called Be Clear Alert.
Yeah.
Focuses on entrepreneurs and the music artists. Mainly just who is the person behind the business, who is the person behind the music. That's what it mainly is.
Yeah.
So I think that's important for people to know who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not just what you have to offer. Who are you?
Right.
So look out for that. All y'all on the panel are definitely going to be hitting y'all up. And I can't wait to roll that out. So
yeah.
Going on.
Yeah.
Be Clear Alert. Follow me everywhere. Be Clear Alert podcast everywhere.
I love it. I love it. I can't wait. Nelson, what you got going on coming up?
Well, for myself, I'm just gonna be relaxing this week.
Yeah.
But outside of that, you know, what I'm saying everything.
You was out last night.
Yeah. Right.
Man,
but
came in. Just now? Oh, I gotta get the show on.
But you know, as always, everything 101 TKO Radio. We're definitely now preparing for our first annual Ugly Sweater.
Yeah.
Event that we're going to be doing on the 22nd. So more details will be coming out.
Yeah. And 101 is moving and shaking. And again, if y'all have not downloaded that app, y'all, shame on you. It's free. It is out here, and a lot of things are popping for 2024. As far as me, I am wrapping up this season. I got some good news, y'all. I can't share all of it just yet. But Chef did say he got his ticket to come home. Yeah. So I am excited about that. And so forth. His project, it finally went through. So for those who didn't know, he's been working on his house and rehabbing, and my baby did that. I'm calling him Chef Carpenter Green. So it's been a journey for us. So we just excited about the next move. So hopefully, prayerfully, by Christmas time, he will have his tenant in and so forth. But so, and some other good things happening for TMR for 2024. Just shifting the atmosphere, the environment. Like I said, this platform is my baby, and I am so thankful for it, that we can bring the positive, the culture conversation, the adult conversation. This is what it's all about. You know, like I said, we may not agree, and it's okay. We don't even have to disagree to agree. It's your opinions. It's our opinions. You know what I'm saying? And we can come together. We can bridge that communication gap. You know, and if y'all been following TMR, and this is my 5th year anniversary. 5 years ago, I started TMR, and so yes, and DJ Johnny Prince has been there from day one, you know, and my first show, I was like, I don't know what to say. He was like, just talk. He was like, in that New York voice, he's like, just talk. And I'm thinking,
coming it off, and then she was going after that.
It's 5 years later, so it's elevating. I am so proud of myself. I'm so proud of TMR. So, you know, thank y'all so much for rolling with me. I was like, it's been 5 years. So y'all already know that 2024 is the breakout year for me. So y'all just get ready. Mark your calendars for September 28th, I think, for the in-person, the listening party, TMR listening party. It's going to be super dope. So it's a lot of stuff that's happening, and I'm just thankful for this journey. I am very, very thankful. Nelson, I thank 101 and the team for just rocking with TMR, and it's been a journey, y'all. So just be on the lookout. We got one more show for the Christmas season, and then we coming back strong, baby. Coming back strong.
Can you do me a favor for sure?
What?
I need you to go to the grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
You buy a bunch of water,
Uh-huh.
a bunch of fruit.
Uh-huh.
Because when Daddy gets home, you know, he
On that note, already done. How about that? Your girl been learning. Got the 6-inch heels ready. The 6-inch heels ready along with the ankle wraps, because I'm gonna need it. All the support with the crutches. So listen, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all be blessed. Have a great Saturday afternoon. And listen, we'll be back here next week. We talking about, my husband ain't gonna carve the turkey, but my daddy is. Ooh.
Wait, daddy.
That her biological daddy. On that, peace out, y'all.